This is the Texaco Star Academic Challenge. Top flight competition between teams from Houston-area high schools.
Seattle-man.
Now, here's the man with the questions, Chip Field.
Welcome to the Texaco Star Academic Challenge, a game designed to highlight the knowledge and quick-thinking skills of students throughout the greater Houston area. In this case, students from Alvin High School and Eisenhower High School. Good luck to both teams. This sound signals correct response. This tone incorrect. And this sound wraps up each period. Okay, the warm-up round begins with this, a 5-pointer. These procedures can be used to stop what? Swallow a teaspoon of sugar, eat crackers, suck on a lemon wedge soaked...
Alvin, Carol.
Hiccups.
Induce sneezing by sniffing pepper, hold your breath. Alvin strikes first, now a 10-pointer. Which European nation currently has the largest population of gypsies? Would it be?
Alvin, Kevin.
Hungary.
The choices, Eisenhower, are Romania, Hungary.
Eisenhower, Scott.
Romania.
Romania is right. For 5 points, in what city did Mother Teresa start teaching school in 1927?
Eisenhower, Robinson.
Calcutta.
Yes, you're right. Calcutta. I have a math question now for 10 points. Mr. Jones qualifies as a senior citizen. His wife does not. The Joneses go out to dinner at a restaurant offering a 15% discount to seniors for any meals they eat. The normal price for the meal Mr. Jones selects is $5, and the normal price for the meal Mrs. Jones selects is $4.50. What amount should Mr. Jones...
Eisenhower, Matt.
$8.
Pay the cashier for the 2 meals for 10 points, and we'll give you some figuring time. Alvin? The answer is $8.75. For 5 points, a visual question. Look at your monitor, please. What service is associated with...
Eisenhower, Scott.
Postal Bureau.
I can't hear you, Scott.
Postal Service.
U.S. Postal Service is right for 5 points. Peter, go ahead and check out your buzzer. Press your buzzer. It is working. Okay, for 10 points, Meet the Press began on the Mutual Radio Network in 1945 and moved to television 3 years later. This Sunday interview show is the longest-running program.
Eisenhower, Matt.
NBC.
That's the network on which it airs. For 5 points, traditionally, confederations have been weak governments. Between which of its 2 leading city-states could the ancient Greek confederation not...
Alvin, Peter.
Athens and Sparta.
Could not prevent war between those 2, yes. For 10 points, what is the positive form of the French superlative adjective meilleur? What's the positive form of the French superlative?
Alvin, Kevin.
Bon.
Bon, meaning good, meilleur, better. A 5-point science question. They are divided into 2 basic categories, convergent and divergent. Am I talking?
Eisenhower, Robinson.
Lenses.
Yes, and not meteors, clouds, metals, or gardens. For 10 points, an audio question. Who is known as the First Lady of Country Music? Listen.
Alvin, Cole.
Loretta Lynn.
Coal miner's daughter, yes. What is the name of the poisonous European plant also known as deadly nightshade, whose name is Italian for beautiful lady, so named because women apparently used it to dilate their eyes to enhance their attractiveness? 10 points.
Alvin, Kevin.
Belladonna.
Belladonna is right, and Alvin jumps back into the lead for 5 points. What is the name for the spectators at a golf tournament?
Alvin, Peter.
The,
The answer is gallery. No answers from the audience, please. For 10 points, some kings and queens live in palaces and others in castles. What's the difference between a castle and a palace?
Eisenhower, Matt.
A castle has fortifications.
And a palace does not. That's the difference, and Eisenhower's back in the lead. For 10 points, the homeland of which Indian group was not west of the Appalachians? Nez Perce, Apache, Shoshone, Comanche, or Narragansett? Which was not west of the Appalachians?
Alvin, Peter.
Apache?
Eisenhower, Matt.
Narragansett.
Narragansett, right, was in the area of Rhode Island. For 10 points, a visual question. This early Renaissance painting is entitled The Virgin Adoring the Child. Identify the artist, his nationality, or the century during which he painted.
Alvin, Peter.
Italian.
Fra Filippo Lippi was Italian of the 15th century. For 5 points, the ear is divided into 3 basic sections. In which of these sections are the hammer, anvil, and
Alvin, Peter.
Middle ear.
stirrup are located in the middle ear? Right through. There's the tone. We're out of time. In the warm-up round, we'll be back to meet the contestants and continue with more questions and answers. We're back for more questions and answers. Look at that score, 55-55. Winning team goes on to the quarterfinals. Each team has already won 2 matches to get this far. And now let's meet the players. First of all, from Alvin, Texas. The captain is Peter Shukas, a senior, active in varsity choir and theater. He's received awards such as Region Choir and District All-Star cast in UIL 1 Act. And this year he starred as Henry Higgins in the school musical My Fair Lady. Next to him is Kevin Holton. Kevin's a senior, an arch conservative and Limbaugh groupie, we're told. National Honor Society Vice President, he starred as Colonel Pickering in the My Fair Lady musical. Next is Carol Gush, a senior. Did I get that right? Gush, sorry. National Merit semifinalist, math club president. She played oboe and English horn in the orchestra for My Fair Lady. And Colt Urban, a junior varsity soccer player, runner-up, most valuable defensive player, all district, but was not associated in any way with My Fair Lady. He didn't even go to the play. Well, their alternates are Sebastian Cavallo, Ricky Cook, James Creel, and James Habis Reitinger, and their coaches Beverly Hicks and Sue Sanders. That's the fine team from Alvin, Texas. Now, the Eisenhower team. The captain is Matt Lacey, a senior, a National Merit semifinalist, and student council treasurer. Robinson Vu, a senior, is a golf team member. Scott Petty, a junior. Scott is a Citizen B state finalist. And Eddie Vaughn, a senior, is on the current events team. Their alternate is Jamil Prentice, and coach Mark Jackson. That's the team from Eisenhower High School. I'm proud to introduce our fine officials from the University of Houston, Department of Physics, Dr. Tom Hudson, and Mr. Mike Mastandria, who is the Executive Director of Marching Auxiliaries of America. Their decisions will be final. The score is tied, and we're ready now for the bonus round. We have toss-ups leading to bonus opportunities. Here's your first toss-up. It's worth 10 points. The field is history. The Third Reich ended when Germany surrendered in 1945. When did the Second Reich end?
Alvin, Kevin.
Germany surrendered in 1918.
1918 was the year. That is correct. So, Peter, Kevin, Carol, and Colt, you will try to increase your lead depending on your knowledge of vocabulary. Give me a synonym beginning with the specified letter for each of the following adjectives. For 5 points, learned, E.
Educated.
Or erudite, either one. For 10 points, vengeful, V.
Vicious.
Not quite. Eisenhower.
Vindictive.
Vindictive is correct. So 10-5 in favor of Eisenhower on that vocabulary bonus. I have a 10-point toss-up. The expression, how the mighty are fallen, first appears in 2 Samuel when King David laments the fate of his predecessor and his predecessor's heir apparent. Name this slain king and prince for 10 points and the bonus.
Alvin, Kevin.
Saul and Jonathan.
That is correct. Okay, artists is your bonus. Give the nationality of these artists for 5 points. Claude Monet.
French.
Of course. For 10 points, William Blake.
English.
English is right. For 15 points, Giotto. Giotto.
Italian.
Was Italian. And for 20 points and a total of 50, Willem de Kooning.
German.
No, that is incorrect. Eisenhower.
He was American.
American is correct. A Dutch name, but he, in fact, is American. Okay, so 30 to 20 in favor of Alvin on the artist bonus. Now a 10-point toss-up. All of these things had occurred by the beginning of which geological era? Fish, birds, flowering plants, and mammals had appeared. Dinosaurs
Eisenhower, Matt.
The Cenozoic.
had died out. Cenozoic is right, so Matt gives his teammates Robinson, Scott, and Eddie a chance on the starts with N, I-N, bonus. For 5 points, it's what you do often to the first line of a paragraph.
Indent.
Right. For 10 points, a ritual recitation used in magic such as abracadabra.
Incantation.
Correct, and now you've tied the score. Can you take the lead? For 15 points, Jean Ennui called this a force that poets have invented to give themselves importance.
Your answer?
Independence.
Not independence. Alvin.
Vindictive mood.
Inspiration. That's the answer. And you learned it first right here on the Texaco Star Academic Challenge. Here's a 5-point music question. Name the instrument featured in this concerto or the composer, a giant of the classical era.
Eisenhower, Eddie.
French horn.
And Mozart, the composer, Eisenhower back in the lead. Physics, their bonus. For 5 points, what is calculated in physics by dividing the change in velocity of an object by the time required for this change to occur?
Acceleration.
You're right. For 10 points, what's the name for a device in which a rapidly moving stream of air is used to study how objects will behave in flight?
A wind tunnel.
Right you are. For 15 points, consider a concave mirror with a focal length of 9 inches. An object is placed 6 inches from the mirror. Find the magnification and pick up 15 points.
Your answer?
12 times.
We refer to Alvin.
18 times.
Magnification is 3. That's it. That's all we have time for in the bonus round. We'll be back and play 60 seconds, and when we do so, these category choices. A river runs through it. Jesus last week, nursery rhymes, and the mystery category. Another good game today on the Academic Challenge. The score is 110 Alvin, 130 Eisenhower. Questions used on this program are provided by Questions Unlimited of Columbus, Ohio. Here's how we play 60 seconds. You pick a subject, and we give you 1 minute to answer as many 10-pointers as you can. When time has expired, that's it. The second team may take a shot at any questions the first team misses, and if you get them all right, we'll give you a 20-point bonus. Okay, Alvin, it's your turn up to bat.
Jesus' last week.
Jesus last week is the subject. For Alvin, start the clock. Here we go. When Jesus saw the money changers and sellers of doves in the temple, what did he do?
He threw him out of the temple.
As Jesus watched the people giving their offerings into the treasury, he commended a widow who gave 2 what?
She gave more than the other people. She gave all she could.
She gave 2 what?
Coins. 2 what? Copper coins?
The Last Supper was held in what?
The upper room.
After the Last Supper, Jesus went to the Garden of Gethsemane to do what?
Pray.
Judas betrayed Jesus for how many pieces of silver?
30.
The crowd demanded that what man be set free and that Jesus...
Barbarous.
Christ was mocked by his captors by being given what symbol of royalty?
Crown of thorns.
Yes. Jesus prayed for what? For those who crucified him.
Forgiveness.
Written and placed over the cross of Jesus was the message. This is
INRI. Jesus Christ.
the Sunday before Easter. Okay, credit for the last one or not?
7. No.
Okay.
70 points.
70 points for Alvin on Jesus last week. Okay. Eisenhower, as Jesus watched the people giving their offerings into the treasury, he commended a widow who gave 2 what?
Silver pieces?
The word is mites, the 2 mites. Written and placed over the cross of Jesus was the message, this is Jesus the...
King of the Jews.
King of the Jews.
And did we get into any of question number 10?
3 words.
The Sunday before
Palm Sunday?
is right. Okay, Eisenhower, your turn.
We'd like river runs through it, please.
A river runs through it. Start the clock. Here we go. I'll give you the name of a U.S. city, and you name the major river that runs through it or by it. Memphis, Tennessee.
Mississippi.
Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Albany, New York.
Hudson.
Astoria, Oregon.
Columbia.
Yuma, Arizona.
Colorado.
Sioux City, Iowa.
Missouri.
Louisville, Kentucky.
Ohio.
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Rio Grande.
Shreveport, Louisiana.
Red.
And finally, Richmond, Virginia.
James.
James.
You have cracked the category. Very impressive. 120 points, and a river runs through it. And Eisenhower ran through that category, didn't they? We'll be back with Stump the Experts in just a moment. The score at the start of the 4th quarter is 180 for Alvin, 270 for Eisenhower. Winner goes on to the quarterfinals. We're going on into Stump the Experts now. Players don't answer until your name has been called out. No consultation. Your first question is this 15-point visual. Look at this 1701 painting and identify...
Alvin. Peter.
Louis XIV.
That is correct. We were going for the style or the sovereign. The style was Baroque, the sovereign Louis XIV. The 15-point math question. Solve for x over the set of real numbers in the following equation. The absolute value of 2x equals the absolute value of the quantity x plus 1.
Alvin. Kevin.
1 and negative 1.
Can you take it, Eisenhower?
Eisenhower. Matt.
1.
The answer is negative 1/3 or 1. No score for 15 points. What 9-letter word is used in sociology for a substitute parental figure?
Eisenhower. Matt.
Surrogate.
Surrogate. Right. For 15 points, what were Injun Joe, Muff Potter, and Dr. Robinson up to when they were first seen by Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn?
Eisenhower. Matt.
They were escaping from the South.
No, that's incorrect, Alvin. What were they doing?
Alvin. Peter.
Robbing a steamboat.
Robbing a grave. No score for 20 points. Since the 1970s, most major American investment banks have an M&A department. What 2 words designate such a group that...
Eisenhower. Scott.
Mergers and acquisitions.
Excellent, Scott. Good for 20 points. I have a music question for 15 points. Listen to this ballad from a very successful Broadway musical from a few years back and tell me who wrote it or the name of the musical.
There were bells on the hill.
Alvin. Peter.
Sound of Music.
Not that one.
But I never heard them ring.
Eisenhower. Matt.
Andrew Lloyd Webber.
No, that's... anybody in the audience know the title? No, hey, we stumped everybody. Music Man was the title of the musical. Meredith Willson, the composer. For 15 points, what fairly common word contains all of the vowels, including the sometimes Y, in alphabetical order? tough question. The answer, facetiously. For 20 points, name the last president who was not from either of the two current reigning political parties.
Alvin, Peter.
Teddy Roosevelt?
No? He was a Republican.
Eisenhower, Scott.
Tyler?
Millard Fillmore, a Whig. For 15 points, over parts of what three Asian nations would you pass on a direct flight from Ho Chi Minh City to Bangkok?
Alvin, Peter.
Laos, Burma, and Vietnam.
Eisenhower, Matt.
Vietnam, Thailand, and Laos.
Vietnam, Cambodia, and Thailand. For 20 points, another math question. A coffee company decides to make an enormous can with a radius 6 meters and height 5 meters. Find both, or rather, find the volume of the can.
Eisenhower, Matt.
180 pi cubic meters.
Is right for 20 points. I now have a visual question. Look at your screen, please. When compared to Van Eyck's more dispassionate manner, van der Weyden's approach to painting is more emotional. Give me the title of this painting.
Alvin, Peter.
Descent from the Cross?
Descent from the Cross, worth 20 points for Peter and Alvin. Here's another 20-pointer. What kind of writ would a court issue to order an official to perform a specific duty?
Eisenhower, Matt.
A writ of mandamus.
Writ of mandamus is right. For 15 points, for flowers, what is considered the first stage in the reproductive process?
Alvin, Peter.
Fertilization.
Do you know Eisenhower?
Eisenhower, Matt.
Germination.
It's pollination. For 20 points, what is the 5-letter word in English whose pronunciation isn't changed by removing 4 of its letters? Another word brain teaser for you.
Alvin, Kevin.
Q.
Q. Q-U-E-U-E, meaning a line. For 15 points, which 1950 film ends with Gloria Swanson saying, "All right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up"?
Alvin, Peter.
A Star is Born?
Not that one. Eisenhower?
Eisenhower, Scott.
Sunset Boulevard?
Sunset Boulevard is absolutely right. And the fans rise in appreciation. Okay, here's a 20-point music question. This Symphony No. 5 was written in 1943. Listen to a passage and name its English composer.
Eisenhower, Matt.
Britain.
No, that's a good try.
Alvin, Kevin.
Barber?
The answer is Ralph Vaughan Williams. For 15 points, it is a curve which is everywhere equal to its own slope. What type of curve, frequently seen in charts of population growth, is this?
Eisenhower, Matt.
Bell curve.
Alvin? That's an exponential curve. For 20 points, what Chancellor of the Exchequer returned Great Britain to the gold standard in 1926? What was his name?
Alvin, Kevin.
Chamberlain?
It wasn't Chamberlain. Eisenhower?
Eisenhower, Matt.
Attlee.
No, it was Churchill.
2 minutes left.
Churchill. There's the 2-minute warning. Here's a 20-point question. Identify the largest island in the Norwegian archipelago of Svalbard, a group of Arctic Ocean islands sometimes called the world's northernmost community.
Eisenhower, Matt.
Greenland.
Alvin? That would be Spitsbergen. For 15 points, what city is the site of Frank Lloyd Wright's earthquake-proof hotel? Earthquake-proof hotel.
Alvin, Carroll.
Kobe, Japan.
Not Kobe.
Eisenhower, Scott.
Tokyo.
Tokyo, Japan. That is correct. For 15 points, which literary group is the focus of the film Mrs. Parker and the Vicious Circle?
Eisenhower, Scott.
The Algonquin group.
Algonquin Round Table is correct. For 15 points, which European country agreed to accept an unspecified number of Cuban refugees from U.S. bases in Cuba and Panama?
Eisenhower, Eddie.
Spain.
Spain is right. For 15 points, the recent showdown between the United States and what nation has been called the 1990s equivalent of the Cuban Missile Crisis?
Eisenhower, Scott.
North Korea.
North Korea is right. Is there no stopping this Eisenhower team? For 15 points, name any two of the three tenors who gave a historic...
Eisenhower, Matt.
Carreras and Pavarotti.
And Domingo was the other one. For 15 points, former Colombian President Cesar Gaviria was recently sworn in as head of which Western Hemisphere organization?
Eisenhower, Matt.
Organization of American States.
Organization of American States. There's the tone. The contest has come to an end. And the final score is 235 for Alvin, 450 for Eisenhower. The winners, Eisenhower High School. Eisenhower has now achieved the two highest scores on this year's program. Next week, it's going to be Bel Air and Klein Forest. I'm Chip Beal. We'll see you then.
Join us again next Saturday when two more Houston area teams compete on the Texaco Star Academic Challenge.